welcome back to my channel. It is around 6 o'clock on Saturday. I am super tired this morning. I really did not want to get out of bed. I feel like I look kind of tired and not my best, but that's okay. I did not want to get out of bed. I have a shift today, a 7A to 7P and a 7A to 7P tomorrow. So I'm just like getting ready to go, and part of my like morning routine before a shift is to get up early enough to have some time to myself. So I usually get up, just put on, whatever comfy clothes I need to wear to the hospital, because I'll change into my scrubs when I get there, brush my teeth, that whole thing. And then I come down, grab my coffee, which I set up the night before, and sit with like a podcast or a video or, something like lighthearted and just easygoing to kind of wake me up and make me feel like I had some time to myself today, and I drink my coffee. So far, I'm on time this morning, so I can sit for another, like 15 minutes, drink my coffee before it's time to go. Just got done with my second shift of the weekend. I worked Saturday and Sunday, and I'm headed home. I'm so excited for 2 days off. I can't wait to just kind of relax tomorrow. I'm always tired after my second shift in a row. I don't even know how people do like 3 and 4. I have a 4-day in a row streak coming up, and I'm just like bracing myself for it. And today was a good day. I'm just starting week 4 of my 15-week orientation. And I'm so glad my orientation is 15 weeks. I feel like I'm learning something every single day, but I'm gonna need every second of those 15 weeks to, get the hang of being an OB nurse. I will say that I am so happy that I started in this specialty. It is absolutely where I want to be. Like, there are no regrets, but I do see, more and more what people are like saying about starting with a specialty, because it is so specific and it's not the things that you learned in school. And I think that's going to be the case anywhere you go. You have to learn how to do the job for that unit. And while you have like skills and a foundation that was set by school, a lot of learning is done on the job. And I've definitely learned something new every single day. But now I'm home and I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go relax, and then I'm going to go to bed early. I can't wait. I've loved starting my morning with yogurt and granola. I usually take it into this sunny room in our house so I can just relax and have some time to myself. I usually watch a YouTube video or listen to a podcast and just try to enjoy my mornings, especially when I don't have to work. You'll always catch me keeping up with the Kardashians before the gym. I've been trying to go to the gym pretty much every day I have a day off, just to get in a routine and feel my best in between shifts. Olive loves to snuggle before I get up in the morning. I usually spend some time in bed just petting her. Before this morning when I got up for my spin class, this has been another great way to stay active on my days off, and is a little more fun sometimes than going to the gym. My spin studio truly has the best bathroom. I honestly could live in here. They have a Dyson hairdryer and the best products. When I got home, I just spent some time on my computer checking my emails and trying to stay organized. That night, Sean and I went to a restaurant we've never been to. It was so beautiful, that courtyard and those flowers. It was really nice to have a date night. Even if it's just a Tuesday, it's good to find time when I'm not working where we can be together. This cocktail was amazing. We got an appetizer to share, and then for entrees, he got the shrimp, and I tried the pumpkin curry, which was probably the best pumpkin curry I've ever had, and for dessert, we got another cocktail. She's in the sun. I have a night shift tonight, so I've been up since about, like you saw, like 4 a.m. I laid in bed for a little bit and then finally kind of got up and came downstairs. And I've just been hanging out, really. I made breakfast and I've been watching Gilmore Girls. And now I think what I'm gonna do, it's so annoying, I'm still not tired. I absolutely hate sleeping during the day. And even if I have like a lazy day, I feel like it's better than sleeping all day. It's just so like a counterintuitive to your body. What I'm gonna try to do today is sleep now for a few hours and then wake up and go for a walk because it's so nice out, and then run a few errands. And then I think I'll try to take another nap like right before I go into the hospital, like sleep from like 1 until 5:30ish, and hopefully I'll be able to actually sleep. I feel like okay, maybe I am getting tired, but I feel like I'm still getting used to night shifts, and I like daydream about the day that I don't have to do night shifts anymore, which I don't know if that day will ever come, at least while I'm at the bedside. I am still getting used to them. They're not so bad when I get there, like when I'm in the hospital, but it's really like the day before and the day after that's hard. They're getting better, that's for sure, and it helps that it's nice out, so I'll go take a walk. I was thinking about going to the gym this morning, but because I worked out 2 days in a row, I just feel like I need a day off, and I'll probably go to the gym tomorrow after I wake up. I'm gonna try to nap. I hear, fingers crossed, that I can actually do it, especially because it's like actually sunny outside, so all I want to do is go outside. I work tonight, I have Thursday, Friday off, and then I work Saturday night and Sunday night. It's gonna be kind of a lot. I'm happy to have those 2 days in between. I wish I wasn't working the weekend, but it is what it is, and it's fine. Still trying to find the balance and just figure out how to live without kind of a consistent schedule, just because I am such a planner and I just love routine, and I just don't have that yet. So I do feel like a little lost at the moment in terms of just getting myself into a schedule and like what I do on my days off and how to feel really good and rested and like I'm taking care of myself in between shifts. And I don't want to just live for my shifts, if that makes sense. Like I want stuff outside of work. I want to feel like I have a full life when I have my days off, just because I don't have like a weekend and I can't necessarily like do what everyone else does doesn't mean, you know, I don't want to feel like my days off are fulfilling. But I'm just kind of figuring that out. I don't have the answers for that right now, and I think it'll come with time. I've only been doing this for like a month. We'll see, one day at a time.
One eternity later.
So it's been a few days and a haircut later. I kind of got just like overwhelmed by all my shifts and everything. So I just, tried to focus on resting and taking time for myself and just focusing on like work and what I was doing. But it's a couple days later, or I mean, it might even be like a week later. I can't remember when the last time I filmed was. I thought since I am like officially a month into my job, a little more than a month, I could talk about kind of my like top 3 favorite things about nursing / labor and delivery, and maybe the 3 things that I found the most challenging. So some of the things that I have really enjoyed about my job and being a new nurse, and specifically like being in labor and delivery. The first one is that every day is different. Like, it's truly exciting to go into work because I just never know what I'm gonna get, and that's exciting and scary because you just don't know what the night or the day is gonna hold, and like what your patients are gonna be like, and like the things you're gonna get to experience. Like, will you have some vaginal deliveries? Will you go to the OR? Like, I kind of like just not knowing what every day is going to be like. It makes it exciting to go into work. Another thing I have really enjoyed is that everyone I work with has been so helpful and kind and supportive, and like I was really worried about that. I wasn't sure if the other nurses were going to be like welcoming or how it would be with my preceptor, but I have 2 preceptors. They're both so nice. They're so amazing. They let me be independent, but also are there to support me. And truly the whole team that we have like works together because we're 2 to 1. Having 2 patients in labor and delivery is like very difficult. I thought that was a really good ratio, but now that I'm actually in the job, I realized that that's really tough, especially for the hospital I'm in. Sees really acute patients, and almost all of our patients are on Pitocin, and you're supposed to really be 1-to-1 if someone's on Pitocin. So because of the difficulty of having 2 patients, everyone really steps in and works together. I mean, every single nurse is always, when they're sitting at that desk, they're looking at every tracing. My charge nurses will get up and like do things for patients. Like, everyone really works as a team. And I think it set a good example for me as to like what a good nursing team can be like, and that you don't have to settle for anything other than that. So like, I just learned how to be a good team member. Just the fact that I can rely on the other nurses, makes me feel really good and a little more like safe while I'm learning. And then the last thing that's just been kind of like the best part for me is getting to support and be there for my patients, whether it's a first-time mom or, someone's just trying to decide what to do with their labor or struggling. Like, I really feel so grateful that I get to be in these people's lives, like at a very pinnacle moment, and they let me in and I can do something to support them. And I want every single woman who I interact with to feel like very cared for. I want them to feel like their birth experience was as much in their control as possible. Like, it can be really scary going into labor. Some women have really specific expectations, and that doesn't always happen, which can be disappointing. And being able to be there and make them feel supported feels really good, and I feel very fulfilled for sure, like when I leave the hospital, which is super cool. I did want to talk about some of the things I found challenging, just because I would not be being honest if I only talked about the good things, and that I didn't tell you that being a new nurse is hard and I have been struggling. I would be absolutely lying if I said that I didn't have bad days and there weren't times where I was like, what am I doing? A couple of things that I found challenging is the fear of getting something wrong. Like, I am so terrified of making a mistake, and the other nurses have really been, like I mentioned, like they've really helped ease that fear a little bit, but there's still this, like, especially with everything that's going on in like the nursing community right now, there's still a big fear that I'm gonna make a mistake, and I just try to stay very focused and remind myself sometimes like the weight of my job and that I need to take everything seriously, and when in doubt, ask a question. When in doubt, call the doctor. Like, I don't care if it annoys them or not. If I'm concerned about the safety of my patient, I'm gonna take the steps I need to take to just really make sure everything is good. Another thing is just sometimes patients are difficult or there's a difficult circumstance, and that has been tough for me. I mean, I used to say like that I want to be in labor and delivery because while the lows are really low, it's mostly highs, you know, it's mostly a great day. But I think I wasn't paying attention to some of the nuance that goes into labor. It's just something I didn't know because I've literally, like, I've never seen a delivery, you know, before nursing school. I don't really know many people my age that have had babies, and so I don't have a wide range of knowledge in delivery. It's not just really low lows and really high highs. There's a lot of stuff in the middle that I'm still getting used to. It can be challenging when you have a difficult patient or the patient's partner is not behaving or supporting in the way that I would want them to, and just taking those situations case by case and really just doing your best. I had a patient the other day that was really tough. She was very harsh and not very happy. It was very difficult to not take it personally, especially because she slid in a few personal sounding jabs at me, but at the end of the day, my heart just goes out to that patient because I take those things as a bid for attention and love and care. I think that that person was in a very vulnerable state. They didn't really have a lot of support. They probably were scared about what was going to happen. And well, it was really hard for me because I was just, it got a little grating. And by the end of the shift, I was like, okay, come at me one more time. But I didn't want to succumb to my frustration because I really wanted to still be the nurse that I tell myself I'm gonna be, where I can be there for the patients, whether they're difficult or whether they're angels. And that's not gonna change how I care for them. But it's still a challenge. And I came home and I cried and, and I talked to my husband about it and I moved on. So you have to manage those emotions in some way. The last thing that's been a little bit challenging for me is the schedule. Like, I just had 3 days off in a row, which was freaking awesome. I had a lot to do and I just felt like I'm getting in more of a routine and going to the gym and, like, you know, I'm just trying to really take care of my body and my mind and my soul and myself because this is just such a difficult transition. But I am getting used to the schedule and I work a lot of weekends and it's difficult to work when my husband is off and when my friends are doing things, and the fear of missing out on things. And I'm still getting used to night shifts. Those take a really hard toll on me, and just planning for the future, just thinking about the holidays that I won't be with my family for. And I am just wrapping my head around this new lifestyle that I am not used to yet. So just working through those challenges. Overall, I really feel like L&D is 100% the specialty for me. I'm just trying to take it day by day, learn as much as I can, and I'm just trying to enjoy it because I'm not very good at living in the moment, and I'm always looking forward to the next thing and what I'm gonna be doing next. So I am trying to live in this moment, take every shift as it comes, and just embrace this new experience. So I think that is all. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a video. I'll see you in the next one.